Tove, just ignore them. Camera. Okay. Probably should turn this music down a bit. Do, 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 do. Yummy. All right. Hey, Maddie. Pretty, pretty, pretty bow. Ella will hold that for you. Oh, yeah, I'm going to leave this on. We got to tag so I know which body this belongs to. Actually, no, I'll know it's yours because there's Pooh Bear on it. Okay, just put things down, please. Kai did a good job. Oops, I got it off. Ooh, Kai has a nice poly in here. Okay. Sorry, baby. But the only way that I can make you is to take you apart. Ooh, that's exciting. Do you know the name of the sculpt? I'm trying to get these off without having to cut zip ties off. Sometimes you can, if they're not weighted. But Kai's got her in there really good. Oh. Ow! Just jabbed myself. Of course I did. I gotta pull this out. Yeah. Oh, Trey, can you make me a grilled cheese? What are you doing anyway? Okay. Then her arm will pop out. I got a bucket here for her that she's going to go into and get soaked. But this is a customer's that I'm doing. She brought her to me like this, already put together. Because she knows I don't like keeping them in the boxes because sometimes they can get like these weird colors on, like from the oils and stuff.
They don't fit. I think I'm going to donate these shoes.
Why are you going to donate them?
Because they're not going to fit any of my babies.
Well, what about mine?
Well, I'll put them in a bag.
No, not there. The bottom drawer where you got socks from. There should be shoes where the socks are. I have them there just for now. Oh, did she stuff her arms too? No. No, it just fell in here from her. From the body. Oh, this is so soft. Oh, I like it. Really soft. Polly that she bought. Okay, kid, let's see if we can get your legs off. Oh, it's an Amazon. I thought you meant like one like. Ugh. Ooh. So I'm just letting you know that the ones on Amazon are not reborns. They're factory. They're copies from the factory. There is one company by the name of Valence. In Canada, they're not all copies. They started making their own, but they earned all their money by selling knockoffs. So you gotta be really careful on the internet with that, because people will harass you about it. I don't do that because I'm not in this business for that reason. I just don't paint them. Like, I've had people ask me if I would paint their Volants, and I won't, because it's not authentic, but I won't go after people and be mean to people, stuff like that. But so I'm just letting you know in advance, be careful on the internet. My sister has 2 Volances because she didn't know, right? So she's been harassed a lot over it. And man, Guy's got her full. Okay, I'm going to put her body in here so that it's safe. Okay. Now I got to get the eyes out. Oh. Just a tiny bit. Oh boy, that should be fine. Oh, glass eyes are actually easier to get out than acrylic eyes, though. I thought she bought glass eyes. These are not glass. Whoa! Oh my god! They are glass. I've never seen them look like that before. Oh crap. Looks like I'm gonna have to give her credit for the amount of these. Oh man. Why don't they have flatbacks on them? I'm gonna have to vacuum under here. Dang it. Oh, that's a shame because they're so nice. Crap. What kind of glass is this? This can't be German. Shouldn't have been able to break that easy either. The other ones don't break. Great. Okay. I'm going to see which ones that they would have been. I got to turn this light off for a minute. It's going to kill my battery. Okay. First and Craft website. Store. All doll stat, all doll parts, all fantasy. I need eyes. Acrylic. Half round glass size. Oh, they don't sell the German ones? Okay, so they would have been the 24, I assume. No. Oh, she must have got these ones. Or are they in a bigger size? Bigger. 18 millimeter. No, they're not 18. I think they're 22 for Maddie. Could be 24. But they're only showing... Unless they're sold out. I don't know. Oh, here's 24. Yeah, it looks like this one here. Oh, I didn't know they were selling these. That's a lot cheaper than the halfbacks are $70. So that is cheaper than the halfbacks. They're not German. I thought they were German. I've never seen these before, so I'm just really shocked. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. Just had a malfunction over here. But okay, so I got Maddie apart, and she's gonna get soaked. Oh, Elizabeth, I didn't see you come in. So you saw my disaster, right? Oh, man. Could you imagine if that happened with my old customer? I would have been crucified. Okay, Maddie, we have to start bringing you to life. Well, the good news is they weren't German vinyl, which I was worried about. Because German vinyl is a lot more expensive. I've never seen the glass eyes made hollow. Because if you buy the halfbacks, if they fall, they don't break easily. They're very strong. But one of these fell because I thought there was a backing on it, like they're flat, so it's not hollow in here like this. It's all just flat in the back, and they're heavier. So that's what I was expecting, because she said she got glass eyes. I've never seen glass eyes like this before. So it slipped out of my hand, and one fell and it broke, which is really unfortunate. These break really easily. I prefer Lasha sells a affordable halfback. But yeah, these are, I've never seen them done like this. You know what they must have done is created them and then I don't know how they would have. No, because they couldn't put glass over paper. I guess they just created them that way. Aww. Well, I have eyes here that I can use for updates on her, but so I'll either have to replace them or give Kai credit. So I'll have to talk to her about it later. I can't believe that happened on live. Okay, so Darren Maddie. There's her arms. We're good. Look at her fingers, so cute. Little hands. She's going in the bucket. I got her legs here. Put them in the bucket. It's gonna be a lot of priming on that one. So this is a doll that I bought that I found at Value Village, and I stripped all the paint that was on for the hair and the lips and everything like that. Well, now that I'm not doing heat set outside, I don't want to put this one in my oven. So I'm going to do it air dry. So I'm just going to throw it in the mix. And this is a Original doll. So this one will go at a real cheap price because it's just a Original doll. So, and because he was donated to Value Village, I'm not charging for the actual doll. I'm just charging for the work.
I am at Value Village.
Yeah. Got a sad look on his face.
Oh, he didn't look very happy.
No, he's not very happy. But I have to throw him in the mix because, as you know, it's my last season of air dry. So this is his or her. Oh, it's a girl, I guess.
It's a girl.
Well, there's no line, so it could be either way. But this is the body on it. Lots of chunk. I think it's about 15 inches long. So it's not a big one, but yeah, it's all cleaned up. I just want to soak it. I probably have already done that because of stripping it, but I'm going to soak it again because it's been in there for a while. I had to cut these open in order for me to be able to weight the body and everything. So I just cut these open just a little bit. And these are the arms. It was 15 inches. So these are the arms. This is hard. It's not soft, but it'll be nice. See, they get the same thing. See those red marks? Yeah, they get those from sitting. I don't know what causes that, but won't hurt them. And there we go. Look at the hands. Cute little hands. So, and then these are the legs. See, this is why I don't like to keep them in plastic. Because that can happen. But his legs are heavy. It won't take much to weigh them. But I cut open a circle in here so I could weigh them and put stuffing in there. Not that it's really going to matter, the stuffing, because he's hard as a rock. But I'm still going to put it in there. Because the reason why we use stuffing in the limbs is because they're very squishy. So that's why we use stuffing in the limbs for the... And here is the face. That's why I wanted to save the face for last, because he is open eyes, by the way. She is open eyes.
What's her name?
I don't know. But this face, oh my gosh, this face. What do you see this face? That's why I'm saving it for last. And she has embossed hair, so I'll be able to paint the hair. You can't root these ones. It's very hard to get needles through this tough, unless you you can heat it up, but that would be very dangerous to breathe that in. So, but anyway, there's the face.
A very unhappy baby.
We're not very happy. I'm looking forward to learning some detailing techniques on this one. I'm looking forward to that. So this one is going to go for, because of all the detailing and stuff I'm going to do. As long as everything turns out proper, I'm going to let this one go for 200 Canadian. So that'll be really cheap for Americans. Be like nothing. But yeah, it would be better to do this one in air dry just because of the type of this is not a knockoff. This is a original doll, it says on the back of the neck here. So this one is not a knockoff. So a lot of artists who can't afford kits and they're learning how to make babies and they don't want to mess up expensive kits, they're buying these and stripping the paint off and repainting them. You may have seen many original dolls that have been painted. So these are not considered knockoffs. These are authentic to the company original. Okay? I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. But I'm going to soak this one again.
Well, there are people out there that would like that kind of look on the baby.
There are a lot of people.
Here.
Because it's cute.
Yeah.
And when you don't want to see his sad lips sticking out, you just put a soother on him.
Just like, like his pout. He looks cute with his pout. I've always liked his pout.
Yeah, Yeah, really cheap for you.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I want to be really cute.
You got everything you need now?
Huh?
Your sandwich? Is there anything else?
No, I have my juice here.
Okay, so can I go now?
Yep. Thanks. Yeah, so I'm going to add him to the mix. That face, man. Oh my gosh. When I was carrying him around Value Village, because I didn't have a cart, well, I was carrying him around Value Village. And look at that face. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, look at that face. You just want to say to him, it's okay, baby, it's okay. So he's about 15 inches, so he'll fit in preemie clothes. I keep calling it a he. She will fit in preemie clothes. You know how long I've had this? You probably don't want to know. But every time I go to Value Village, I look for these. So that if they're not scraped up. She was in really good condition. Like, no scratches or anything. Because kids can be rough with their toys. I don't think the child played too much with this one. Because it was in really, really good condition. I think collectors buy the originals, that can't afford really expensive ones. Because they just like the different looks to them. But look at all this perfect. Whoever sculpted this one did a great job. It's got all the perfect markings here. So I'm really looking forward to the opportunity of detailing on this one. Yeah, it's so adorable. I think we're going to get a lot of interactions when I'm working on this one. especially trolls. They're gonna be like, "What are you doing to the baby? It's so upset. I'm calling the police." um, is Amazon okay? Well, I can't. As an authentic artist, I can tell you no, it's not, because they're knockoffs from authentic Reborns. These China companies steal, like they buy one of their kits and then they copy the kit and then they make replicas. And so, you know, as an individual, I don't judge what other people do, but as a authentic artist, I wouldn't go out and buy one because, and I saw one of Laura and I've always wanted Laura in silicone, but I just can't do it. As an authentic artist, I would be blacklisted, which means I wouldn't be allowed to any doll shows and they would try and get people not to buy my work. And I would lose my reputation as an authentic artist. But also, I would feel bad for the sculpture, which is Bonnie Brown, that I paid for her work through someone else when she didn't earn anything. So it's a personal decision on yourself. But as an authentic artist, I don't know what I don't know what I would have done. I've thought about this, a lot. And I don't know what I would have done if I wasn't an artist and if I couldn't afford a Reborn. I don't know what I would have done then. I got very blessed with my silicone girls, so I'm not going to judge anyone. The one was given to me as a gift, unpainted, and I learned how to paint her. Worked very hard to learn how to paint her. And she is worth $1,700 American. And my other girl, I got her through a friend who, because she's a boo-boo baby, she was originally worth 3,000 American completed, meaning painted, rooted, the whole works. But because she was a boo-boo baby, she sold her to me for 1,200 Canadian, which I think was around 8 or 9 American. 8 or 900 American. So I got very blessed with my girls. I can't afford authentic silicone. I just don't have that kind of money. So it would probably take me about, if I had, and I don't, if I was able to put $100 away every month, it would probably take me 3 years to save up for silicone. Well, there are people that do. There are people that do. Many people that do. My sister didn't know when she ordered Volants. And I didn't know that because they weren't selling them in Canada, the knockoffs. They're selling them in America, but they're not selling them here in Canada. They're only selling. They got a sculpture, but they made their business by selling a bunch of knockoffs. So that's why people will attack you if you have the Volants, because online. because they made their business by selling knockoffs. So, and they're still selling knockoffs in America, but they're not. I haven't seen them in Canada. I've only seen they look more like a baby doll, like a original doll, but they're silicone. Um, but if somebody came to me and said, "Would you paint my Volenstal?" then I would have to decline because it's not authentic. But I'm not going to judge people that buy off of Amazon and all that kind of stuff because it's not my place to judge anybody for anything. I'm just telling you where I personally stand with it. But that's all that I. But Reborn, see, the thing is that Reborns are handmade. Those are factory made. Now, our vinyl kits are made in a factory. But the sculpture sends the actual clay sculpt to get molded and everything. So it's a different process. The silicones, you're going to notice when you get it that it's going to have seams going down here, down its legs one side, down its legs the other side. It's going to have a lot of seams on it because it's made in a factory mold where my silicone girls, their mold was handmade out of what's called dragon skin silicone. So they don't have any seams or anything like that because it's made in one. They only get a seam, like they only get a thing at the top of their head here where they pour the silicone into the mold. And then that just gets cut down. And then silicone to smooth it out, and then you don't even notice it was there. But the factory ones have a lot of seams on them because they're made in like a 3-part mold. So it's just, it's just a little confusing, that's all. So, thank you for the faces. It benefits my channel. Keep it coming. Oh, that baby's so sad. Didn't I tell you, Elizabeth, that the trolls were going to come out because of his face? You see how bad they are with just the regular faces. I knew that they were going to be mean to this one. I knew it. They can't help themselves. They have no life. But I just laugh. I just think it's funny that they're bothered by a doll. Like, seriously, grow up. It's just a doll. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to have fun making this one, I think. It's going to be a little harder to hold its head because it doesn't have a ring. You see how it doesn't have the ring here? So it's going to be a lot harder to hold the head. But, like, without touching the work line. But he's not heavy, so she's not heavy. But anyway, I think an air dry is going to be really cute when it's all done. Really, really cute. Well, what's that face, yo? It's like he's got the face that he's about to cry. He's just about to cry. But you can always put a suey. If you don't want to see him like with his lip like that, you can always also put a suey on And then when he will whip like that, if you want pictures of his little whip like that, you can do that too. And I'm gonna put like glossy in here, so it looks like he's, you know, got saliva in this area. That'll look really cute. And then I'll make him more tear ducts than I usually do because he's upset. Like he'll be really detailed. And it's a low price. It's a really low price for someone to get a reborn. So a original reborn. So yeah, he's like, oh no. Yeah, and he'll have painted hair. Because he has the thing for me to follow here easily. So I'll do painted hair. But anyway, who'll be my first painted hair? She. I keep calling him a he. She will be my first painted hair. Yeah, it's just because it's really wide inside that he's going to be wobbling all over the place. No, I'll figure it out. No biggie. So I'm late because I finally cleared out that area for my gazelle. So I'm gonna start using my gazelle tomorrow, which is like a skiing motion. So it will help with my digestion because I'm not getting any exercise right now because of the weather. So this gives me a chance to get my body moving, and it's good for cardio as well. Oh, I'm not sure if I know who Brooklyn is, but yeah, those originals though, those ones are too hard to root. Because they're more hard. They're not soft like our expensive vinyls. They're more hard because they're like toy dolls, right? So that's, and he has the embossed hair already, so that will really help me with learning how to paint hair. So that'll go good. That'll go really good. So anyways, so I got Maddie I did Maddie's pictures before I came on. Her before pictures, so I'm gonna post those tonight. And that other one that I just showed you, she doesn't have before pictures because she's already taken apart. So, you know, no big deal. But you know what I'll do before I soak them though? I'll get a picture of the face so people can see who I've got coming up. So I'll just take a picture of the head, you know, on the cuddle body. That's what I'll do. No, actually, no, that body's too big for him. No, let's get a picture of his head. I'll wing it. So, hi, I can't, the words are so small on here. Get my visors on anyway, because I gotta do her second priming. Stance, I'll say Stance. Hi, Stance. Oh, the crawl baby. Yeah, human hair would be good for that. Because it's older. Okay, I'm gonna go get whatchamacallit? Allie? I'm losing, can't think straight. Trey? Mom? That door is supposed to be closed during the day. That door to the sunroom is supposed to be closed during the day.
Oh, I better go get her.
Because, no, I'm standing right here. You can do it. Because the heater has to work harder in the house. So I only open it at night so that it doesn't get too cold at night. It's just my way of saving some heat in the house because I got a heater running back there.
Yeah, that's a lot of snow up there.
Yeah. I very much appreciate you cleaning off the shelter.
I show men to shame on this street. They're out with their snow blowers.
Yeah.
I'm out there with a shovel. And they just hard a little area.
Well, it makes me feel bad that I'm not the one out there with the shovel.
I love shoveling with you.
Why?
It's so refreshing.
It makes us look bad. You're gonna be 69.
But my doctor said as active as possible.
If you want, next year, I can take over shoveling when you're 70. I'll be in better shape.
You can get a snowblower. See, I can't push a snowblower.
Well, we don't usually get snow like this. That's why we don't have a snowblower.
We're supposed to get snow like this.
We are?
Yeah. We always did all them years.
Was it ever this cold when I was a kid?
Oh, it got
Below 30s?
Well, not like that, but pretty cold.
Oh,
I gotta shut the door.
Yeah, just shut the door. Shut the door! Shut the door!
Birds are coming to me for food. And
Oh, I bet.
I get finished up the wild birds.
If I was a bird, I'd be hibernating.
Yeah.
But I guess they need to eat.
I'll need some this week, and all I need is live beef seed on Wednesday.
Yeah, I can get you what you need.
And the poor budgies, they don't have any spring millet, and Jewel needs those cuddle bones for his feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Ellie. I did one layer of primer, and now I'm going to do a second layer. Just look at that face. Look at it. Anyways, here's her little chunk legs. We're starting to see her features better now that's more matte. I never done Irina sculpts before, so I'm excited to do. I've mostly only done Lauralee Eagles, Bonnie Brown, and I've done one Chenza dolls and the rest Bountiful Babies. So I'm excited to try someone new. So, yeah. I like how when she's got her arms up like this, it looks like she wants you to pick her up. When she puts her arms up like that. So cute. Okay, we gotta shrink now so you guys can actually see me work. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready, Ellie? Let's get this done. I need my air dry glove on. You know, I'd be going crazy if I didn't have something to do. Oh, I got to refill up the sponges too. Okay, I have a couple of packs. Let's see where they went. I knew I should have grabbed them when I saw them. There you go. I just need one. At least one pack. Oh, I see one. Oh, I see two. I have three. Or at least I found two. I usually refills my my holder up. So these are the ones I buy. They used to be $1.25. Now they're $1.75 at the Dollarama in Canada. You get 20 of them. They're very condensed. They're latex free, so you can use them for silicone as well. I did use these when I made Olivia. And when you do silicone, you want to test everything before you use it. Your gloves, your sponges, just everything. How you test it is you put a little bit of your silicone mixture on it. If it cures, then it's safe. If it stays wet, it's not safe. That's how you figure it out. Okay. That's one. What's the next one? We need a lot of sponges when priming and varnishing, because they get gritty and then they don't blend properly. I was using all my might there. They seal these up pretty good. Okay, gonna move some to the back there so a bit more. So next winter, when I can't bake, if we have another winter like this next year, when I can't bake, I'm going to work on my sculpting. So I have something to do. All right. So I only wear one glove with air dry because I only hold them with the one hand. So I'm going to start with her head. Okay, we need this. I think I peeled most of it off. I peeled off of here what the stuff I used yesterday. Okay, shake it up really good. Shake it up, shake it up. I just wanted to sleep today. It's so cold. There's no sunlight. I was like, nope. You had 2 weeks to sleep. You gotta work. Oh, shoot. Sorry there, darling. Got squirted. Okay, so I had the brushes soaking last night, so they should be good to go. See, I didn't leave them out this time. I'm running out of brushes. On Wednesday, I'm going out, taking an Uber. I'm going to go to my dollar store, and I'm going to go to Michael's and get what I need for the air dry. And then, when I'm all done, the air dries, then all the brushes can be moved to heat set, and that'll come in handy. So it's not like a waste of money. So I can throw out, not throw out, but give my sister my old brushes for like painting stuff, like wood and, how she likes to do like, and she could also turn these into dry brushes. So when you're doing ceramics and you have a lot of detailing on it, if you use a dry brush and you go like this over the ceramic, like first you grab the paint and then get a little bit of paint and then you rub it on a paper towel like this until it's dried. And then you take your brush that still has paint on it, but it's like dry paint, but it's still kind of wet. You go over the ceramic in this kind of form, like back and forth like this. And then it brings out the detail. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. You want to see one of my ceramics I did in dry brushing? Oops. Someone's taking a nap. I'll show you. I don't want to bring it in here in case it's dirty and gets her dirty. I'll show you in the back room. I used to do... Hi, Kai! How's your day going? Okay, so this is a ceramic I did in dry brushing. See? You see how the beard has a combination? So the white was not dry brush, but the other color, you see that other colors in there? That was dry brush to make more depth. And you see the gold? That was all dry brushed. And then some of the fur on the animal, that was dry brushed. And then someone's crown, that's dry brush. So that's what dry brushing is. So whatever brushes I don't keep for heat set, I can give my sister to do that. Because you don't want to do that with good brushes. Because dry brushing can ruin the brush. Whoa, I almost missed my chair. It's May, snowy cold. I'm tired, but I got some news that tell you later. Okay. Well, I have some bad news for you, darling. Bad news. It happened on live. So I might as well tell you on live. As you know, I took Maddie apart today. Earlier. I took her pictures already and all that kind of stuff. But sadly, I only have one eye. Ooh. I only have one eye because I thought these were... Because glass eyes usually have flat backs. So the eyes that I have are flat backs. They're not hollow like that inside. So I was expecting them to be flat backs because that's what... The only glass eyes I've ever seen are flat backs. And, which means it's not hollow like that. It's all the glass goes right to the top here. And it makes the eyes much stronger. I've dropped mine many times and they never broke. But because I wasn't expecting it to be hollow in there, it slipped out of my hand and it fell and it broke. One of the eyes. And it broke very easily because it's hollow in here. This is very thin glass. So that's why it broke. I did find it on McPherson Crafts. These are not the German eyes. German eyes are flat backs. They're not hollow like that in the inside. So these are different ones. I've never actually come across these before. But I was really upset about it though, because I wanted to do update pictures of her with these eyes. And I just couldn't believe how easily they broke. Because you know how many times I've dropped mine and they don't break because they're so strong. But because these are hollow, they break very easily. Yeah, I'm really upset. It happened on live. On the live. It just slipped out of my hand, fell on the ground, just shattered in a million pieces. So, the only thing that I can do is either replace them or give you credit. That's where I'm at. So I was gonna ask you what you want me to do. I'm really bummed out about it. It's like the last thing I needed right now. Really, the last thing I needed was more financial stress. And to tell you, because I know you love these eyes and they're beautiful eyes. I did see them on McPherson though. So they're under just glass eyes. So they're not the Lasha eyes, because the Lasha eyes are flatbacks. That's what I thought they could have been, or German. But they don't sell Lasha on McPherson, and apparently they don't sell the German eyes anymore. I was surprised because those are the most popular. So these are their own eyes they came out with. Okay, well, I'm really sorry that happened. It just slipped right out of my hand. I really was expecting that eye to be heavier and flat back. I was really, really shocked that it's hollow like that in the inside. That's why they're cheaper. Because I was expecting, the German glass eyes are 70 at least American. I think they're like 79 or 70. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen them. But these are 40 American. So that's probably why they went with the hollow. But they are really nice. But if I knew they were like that, I would have took her eyes out like over a pillow or something, you know? Because it just, oh, it's so upsetting. But I kept the one eye, so I know exactly which ones they are. Because I actually really like these eyes. So, you know, like when my sister has more money, if she ever wants to get eyes like this, I kept one eye for the color, so I know which color it is. But I'm sad about it. I'm sorry that happened. I feel really bad. But yeah, because I want to do her up. I don't do all their updates with their eyes in, but once they get to a certain. Oh, you weren't here to see that because I don't want to put this one in my oven because it's high toxic vinyl. It's not like the expensive vinyl. So I'm going to do them in air dry. I don't know if you were around for this facer. I'm pretty sure you were. It's been at least 3 years, I think, when I bought them. Were you around for this face? If you weren't, then it's been 4 years since I bought them. Look at that face. Look at that face. This is... Okay, so it was probably quite a while ago then. I don't even remember. But I found him at the Value Village. He is a Bergerino doll. You know, the Walmart, the ones they sell at Walmart, they're called Bergerino. They usually cost around $50 in Canada. But anyway, they have very unique detailing compared to other dolls. So that's why a lot of artists that didn't want to buy expensive kits as their first kit to paint. Well, they buy these and they just strip the paint for the hair and the blushing and the lips, and they paint these. And you know, but with heat set, it's dangerous to put these in the oven unless you're doing it outside. But I bought him just in case I ran out of kits. And I thought, hey, you know, if I buy him, I can paint him to be really cheap for somebody. You know what I mean? So, that's the... Look at that bottom lip, he's so sad. He's so sad. But he's got a lot of detailing in his face that I'm really excited to do. So he's going to be... I don't know why I keep calling him he. She will be done in air dry. And it has a torso, and it's about 15 inches long, and it's got the belly. Look at that belly. This is the chunky one. Look at those rolls. The butt. Yeah, this is a chunky one. So that one's going to get soaked with Maddie. Maddie's already in the pail now. But nothing went wrong with Maddie's kit. Everything's good there. So now we have Ellie out because I'm going to do her second primer. Oh, I did want to tell you that I cleaned the area out in front of my Gazelle so I can start using my Gazelle tomorrow. And guess what I found in one of the boxes? I found your Whittle, your teacup silicone, we'll call it. I found the hat that matches the diaper. I don't know if I gave you the bib or not, but I found the hat. Whittle hat, like this big. So I was so excited. I'm like, yay! I'll send that to Kai with the girls. So yeah, I found the hat and I'll put it in a safe place so I don't lose it again. I was looking all over for it when I sent that to you, but it's this small, so it's kind of hard to find. Oh, you do have the bib and the diaper, so it was only the hat I couldn't find, right? Well, now you have the whole set. So I led with the bad news and came in with the good news. Like, I wasn't scared to tell you because I know you're understanding that things happen, but I felt bad. I felt really bad about it because I know those cost you money. Well, I just saw them on McPherson, so I felt really bad about it. But okay, so all right. And I'm definitely going to have to vacuum that area too later because there's tiny, tiny slivers of glass. Because it broke like in a zillion tiny pieces. Jeez. All right. So now I know when putting and if I buy those type eyes, I don't usually have open eyes in my mixture here. But if I ever bought eyes like that, I'll be making sure I do it over a pillow. You know what I mean? And making sure I'm pulled all the way up in my table so they can't fall, and that I'm holding the head over this way. But I was just really surprised that they were hollow in the back. I've never seen glass eyes like that, ever. So, guess that's just what they went with, right? Okay, so we're going to get some. But now I can start using my Gazelle tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. When Tracy snagged Ella's new dress that she never got to wear, you know, the one I got from Toys R Us, she put Lily in there without looking, and Lily snagged it, and Ella's never even worn it. I was upset, but, you know, what could I do? I told her, and you know it's clothes galore down here. Now she gave me clothes to go through that she doesn't want. So I'm going to go through those, and if I see any I want, I'll keep them, and any ones I don't want, I'll donate them. Got a ton of clothes to donate. Get behind the ear there. Do, 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 do. So I'm gonna do a live tonight on my All My Children Nursery on TikTok. I'm not changing the girls though, because I literally just changed them. So I'll bring them on tonight. I just wanted to stay in bed today. There's no sun. It's freezing. But I'm like, no, you had 2 weeks of resting. Gotta get work done. Gotta get done. I want to turn the light up a little more. Good. I'm going to start rooting tomorrow. I'm going to start rooting Gertie tomorrow now that I can wear the visors longer now with no problem. About time. And I'm going to start new classes this week as well. Time to... It's just, it can be so hard to start a new routine when you haven't done it for a long time. Ugh. You get used to a routine. It's hard to... A new routine, it's hard to change it. Okay, she's looking really good. She's going to make someone very happy. Be gorgeous. Did I tell you that I'm doing her as mixed race, Kai? Wasn't sure if you were on when I said that. Oh, okay. Should come out really cute. Really, really cute. I think she would look beautiful with the blue eyes, olive skin, and a darker hair. Like not really dark, but if someone puts a down payment on her, I'll let them choose the eyes and hair. We'll see. Whose eye? I didn't post Maddie's pictures yet. You talking about her? Or Maddie? Oh, the ones I did of Ellie? Because those eyes look really nice on her. The ones that you bought for her. They look really nice on her. Or were those my eyes? Were those yours or mine? I can't remember what type of eyes you originally bought for this kit. The second layer is a lot harder to tell where you've done it because it all feels matte. But I haven't done, oh, I need more. So I gotta do it. Big girl, you. Big girl. That's right. Okay. Yeah, they look really nice on her, eh? I really like them on her. They're really cute. It's going to be a priming week. Because they're going to prime Maddie. And that other kit. I'm going to wait to get her mostly done before I throw another one I'm going to sell in the mix. Like, it's probably going to be Crystal. I'm still thinking about Yamababa because I would have to buy more primer in that case. So I don't know. Because she's so big. But, I mean, if I still have air dry work to do, and it's springtime, I can still do it. It just means I'll have to start with not as many heat sets, that's all. And I'm only doing 5 heat sets at a time from now on. Because it's more time consuming than I thought it was going to be. So it takes a lot longer to get them done if I do more than I started out with a couple, and then I had nothing to do. I was waiting for the baking to get done and cool down, so that's why I kind of. And I didn't know if I was going to bring the ovens in the house, so I was hoping to get the ones I really wanted done completed before. But then the ovens wound up coming in the house, so now I don't have to, rush it because the ovens are in the house all year round. So. This sponge has had its day. Yep. Sorry. That was a really dusty area that I cleaned today. Hey. How you getting sprayed? Okay. Gonna go around the ring, neck. Oh. I believe I already did the back, but I'll do it again. She still smells brand spanking new. She has a very, new smell of vinyl. Had I done her in heat set, she would have been, woo! Much more money than she's going to be an air dry. Because you know how much heat set primer costs? It's like double the cost of air dry. These ears definitely need primer. Oh, that's a heat set issue. I forgot. I forgot that was a heat set issue. But it will help it blend really good if it's nice and matte. Because air dry, you blending is, whoa, can make or break your work. In both of them, heat set and air dry, but with air dry, even more so because it dries so fast. So you want to make sure that you have products on it where it's going to easily blend and not bead and all. That's why I use anti-bead. That's why air dry is challenging. You can get beautiful babies out of air dry, but it's more challenging in the way because it's so fast. Like even detailing and all that sort of stuff. But if you have the Ultimate Fusion Correction Marker, that will take a lot of stress off of you. I used to be so scared of doing veins until they came out with the correction marker, and then I wasn't so scared anymore. Like they do have, other companies have the fluid one, but I don't like using the fluid one because with the marker, I can feel the strength in of how, by the pressure, by how much I'm using. When you use liquid, I'm kind of afraid that it might take off too much. So it's just a fear that I have. And the marker is really easy to use, and it's more money, but it lasts me a long time. Lips are nice and matte. Nice and matte. Look at you. You were quite glossy before. Look at that. She feels very matte. That must be a child. Got rid of that. Okay, darling. Just want to make sure because, she's got little fuzzies on her, and I don't want that to cure. I'll tell you though, one thing's easier. Air dry's easier around Toby. Silicone? Oh, I wouldn't even, okay, when I used to work on Ella, Toby, I used to work in the room that I bake in now because I didn't want her near my air dry supplies because my sponges have latex in them. So I didn't want her, because if you even have silicone near latex, it could cause inhibition. So I worked on her in the back room also because whenever I tried working on her once in here, I just moved the sponges and put them in a different area. Well, the hair from Toby just was sticking everywhere to her, and it took forever to get all those hairs off. So I would work on her back there. So I didn't want Toby near her when I was working on her, but Toby would cry and cry and cry if he couldn't be with me when I worked. So what I did is I let him lie just outside of the room so he could see me and guard me the way he likes. But air dry, no problem. Because when it's dry, you just take a sponge and it's gone. But silicone's worse because it gets stuck in the silicone. Oh, it's worse. And it stays wet until it cures. So it stays wet a lot longer than heat set paint does. And you. Because wet silicone is like painting with slime. That's what it feels like. Slimy, really gooey, and there we go. Okay, you're going to sit there till I put her in the back room. So I got the air dries in the back room because they're not priority. My heat sets are whoever's been here the longest is priority. So the heat sets are priority for when I can work on them. But what I'm going to do is on the weekends, I'm going to work on air dry to get work done because I was supposed to start them in January, but I didn't realize heat set was so time consuming. And then I hadn't planned on doing one African American, which takes way more work than a Caucasian. But I'm glad I did because now I can compare 2 pickle kits, one Caucasian, one African American. Um, and then, I have that experience as well, which is helpful because most of the kits I've ever done are, I would say, 80% of my work has been custom. So I don't get to choose what they want. I had an opportunity once to do an African American um, on Liam, but she wound up backing out. So that was, I was like, well, finally an opportunity. But then she wound up, said, because of finances, she wound up backing out. Now that I've been doing air dry again, I've kind of missed it, to be honest with you, because it's so easy to, well, it's not easy, but it's much faster. No baking involved. I've kind of missed that. That convenience about it. Because air dry is much, heat set is much more. That's why a lot of people have switched over to air dry. It's also healthier because you're not baking vinyl. So yeah, and they're selling products to help you make them look as great as you can make them look like heat sets. So that itself has made a big difference because before air dry looked very, very flat. And then they started trying all these different techniques, and then they came out with mediums to do like a skin texture, to do dewy skin, to make it blend nicer. You know what I mean? So that's why more and more people have switched. It's cheaper than doing heat set. There are a lot of pros and cons on both sides. So heat set is more sharp in color. So this is what I say. I always tell people air dry is like ultimate high definition, UHD. And heat set is like 4K. So you know what I mean? It's just more sharp. They're both beautiful. You can watch a movie and it be just as nice on a ultimate high definition TV, but on a 4K TV, you're going to see it better, like certain details better. Does that make any sense? I'm trying to use something that everybody could kind of imagine. You gotta, well, she's gonna have a birthmark. I can't get it off without. She got a birthmark, or like a mole right there. It's gonna be a mole. If I try and get it off, it's gonna ruin the primer. It's fine. It is what it is. It could come off over time, it might not. But what do you think of Quinn B's mole near her eye, like just at the side of her eye? I thought it brings her character. I think it looks so natural, especially where it's at. Oh, you're drawing a baby doll? Oh, that's nice. Kai is actually great painter with drawing and stuff like that, aren't you, Kai? I was really impressed by your canvas work. I still got to get you to make me a Moses when you're done school. Know what I could do? I could give you that picture of Moses and Emma together, the AI one I made, and then you could paint that. That would be really neat. But I know you got to be done school. You're too busy right now. You're more than okay. You do a great job. In that tattoo design you made of uh, um Avin, that was really cool. Did I say his name right? Avin. Every time I come down my stairs, I see that picture that used to be in the cat house. Avon. Okay. I can see Cooper, Avon, and the Chihuahua. What was the Chihuahua's name? Wasn't that your brother's dog? Oh, fabulous. Just gonna add a little more over here. Man, she was so shiny. Wow. It's gonna make a big difference with blending. Big, big, big difference. Look at that, eh? She was so shiny. She's lighter too now. See how she still has a bit of that shine because she only has one layer here, and now she barely has any shine. Oop, missed the spot. Oh, it was something that was stuck to her. Now there's barely anything. Remember how shiny she was, Elizabeth? Wow. And it's lightened her skin too. Gorgeous. I won't be doing any neutralizing on her because she's going to be an olive tone. So I don't need to. I don't want to take out the yellow hue here because that'll work with my vinyl skin tone. I'm vinyl. I mean olive. All right, kid. Let's get on your second layer. Oh, it did make a difference. Even on her hand, you can see on her hand. This one's still more shiny, but because it has one layer, and this one has two layers. Awesome. Okay. Let's work on our other arm. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Next arm. Oh, I gotta rinse my brush off. I've done an arm and her head. I usually rinse it in between each one that I do. My cup was clear and now it looks like milk. Oh, okay. Do. I need a paper towel. Squeeze this out. This water out. I don't want it to dilute the... Some people do add a little water, but I don't want to. Use it right because she's really shiny. I'm going to use it right out of the bottle. Hello, Carol. We are priming an air dry right now. Smells like glue. It smells like... My mom was saying to me, we need a snowblower. I said, Mom, we don't usually have winters like this. We barely used the shovel last year, let alone a snowblower. I said, when we move to the other side of Toronto, we'll definitely need a snowblower. They get more snow than we do. We usually get what's left over. That's what we usually get. So it must be pretty bad over on the other side of Toronto. Okay. Yeah, I see a sheen line right here, so I didn't get that yet. That's why I love my overhead light. Oh, you have an avatar baby. That's cool. Oh, is it on this side? Oh, yeah, I didn't. Wait. Is Hamilton before Toronto? Ooh. I have 2 silicone girls. My beauties. One I painted. One, the other one came from Russia. I'm using primer on a sculpted kit so that when I paint her, it will blend very nicely. It makes the kit very matte. When before I do this, they're very shiny and feel glossy. So this helps take that down so that the paint sticks better. See, now, if I was doing heat set, I would have to have done 1 layer, baker, do another layer, baker. See how much faster this is in air dry? I got Twyla done in 2 months in air dry. Because 2 months. She's a newborn. It's just an odd feeling that I can keep going. And then, because I just thought to myself, oh, I got to bake her before I can do the second layer. Then I realized, duh, she's air dry. No, I don't. Still got her finger here. I'll have to grab it from the other side. Yeah, it came out through the other side. Are you noticing the... Ooh, Smee. Oh, hi, Quim. I'm usually on between 1 to 4. Sometimes I am late. I mean, and then if I get on at 2, then I'm usually on till 5. And that's basically 7 days a week, unless something comes up or I'm sick. I was away for 2 weeks because I was sick. So I was away for a bit. And I'm on TikTok at 7. But on Sundays, I don't paint in the evenings, because I do a live on my personal nursery account on TikTok. And that's where I bring on my babies and I hold them and I show them and I answer any questions people have about them, whether it's from an artist point or whether it's just from someone who has one, or they want to get one and they're just curious about the differences and how, just different questions. So right now, I'm bringing on 2 silicone girls and my vinyl June, my big girl. So those are the ones that come on the lives right now until I get my other ones painted. But I do show off my other babies. People ask, the ones that are not painted, that are put together. I will show them if people want to see them, but that's on TikTok because I have more traffic on that channel on TikTok than I do YouTube. So that's why I've been doing it on TikTok. Before I was an artist, I used to do about a few of them a week, but artistry takes over my time, especially when I'm working on so many. Okay, look at there's still a bit of shine there. So I could have missed that. Ran out of music. I'm not using my my Alexa right now because I'm keeping that door shut during the day because more cold air gets into the house, and then the house heater runs higher, which brings up my hydro bill. So, but I open it like at night when it gets dark out because it'll get too cold back there, even with the heater. So, what is this area here? I think I might have, it's a bit of a line of a shine. So, I'll go over that just to be on the safe side. She's got a bit stuck there. I got it. If it dries there, sometimes you can get it and sometimes you can't. But the paint will just cover it. This one doesn't want to come off. Sometimes when you start painting it, they might come off too because of the water, but... Oh, but yeah, she looks... She's going to come out really nice. I'm going to go hang up her arms. Oh, okay, then you're right. I'm staying on this side of Toronto. Okay. Oh, I missed her message. She's probably gone now. Kai's got her assignment. I was on TikTok, not yesterday, but I was on the day before at 7 p.m. I was on Monday, Tuesday. Wait, I don't know about. Actually, I don't know if I was on Monday, but this week I've been not work. I've just been working my regulars the last 2 days because of when I was sick. So now I'm getting to be more myself. So now I'm back to doing everything again. So, but tonight on TikTok, I will be on my All My Children nursery account, and I'll have my actual personal nursery. That's my personal nursery. It's not art. It's just me holding my babies. So I have another one upstairs, but that's my Easton kit. I didn't make that one though. Okay, I'm gonna go hang up her arms and put her head in the curing room, also my baking room. Ellie, then she'll be ready for painting next time. Okay, so put her here. Okay, I'm gonna work on her. We'll work on her legs now. Just need 1 sec. Whew. It is chilly. Where's my water? Oh, it's in the crib here. Ooh. Okay. Phew. All right. I found my Minnie Mouse soothers and Mickey Mouse soothers. Or my Mickey Mouse. The girl set and the boy and the unisex set. They were in that corner I was cleaning. See what you can find when you clean. All right, now the legs. Okay, so I gotta rinse out my brush again, so it's not too. All right. I just need a paper towel to dry the brush, so it's not too. Doesn't dilute my primer here. Okay. And then I just gotta fix my music because it's hard for me to work without my music. Okay. Are you still here, Elizabeth? Put. Come on, get off. I got most of it off. Okay. Where's that? Whoa. I almost lost it. Okay. So this is a shine area. Just there. Nah. There's the line. No. Thought it was. Okay. It's top of her foot. Okay. So much work. Here on there. There we go. I think those are from, might be a sponge, I don't know. Okay, one more light. Oh, this is neck-breaking work. Oh, hello, Hope. Me too. I have 2 silicones and vinyls. I gotta rinse off the sponge. I'm just putting a primer on this one. She'll be done in air dry. I do both. I do heat set and air dry, but I'm only doing air dry until the spring, and then I won't be doing air dry anymore. Just because it's very costly buying for both sides. Because heat set is a lot more expensive. So it's being too difficult for me to buy it for both. But I had already committed to certain air dries. So that's why I decided that this winter would be my last air dry. I've been doing it for 6 years now. Eek. Okay. Foot. And the bottom of the toots.
So
Yep. I'm almost done.
well, Mom doesn't even know my phone.
I'm dealing with that right now.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Did we sell
Okay, guys. I'm all done. So Ellie is going to sit and cure overnight. She's got 2 layers now of Reborn FX primer. And I'm going to... Hello, UK. That's where I order my supplies for heat set. So her next steps will be starting her painting process. So I'm just going to let this one's air dry. And I'm going to let her cure overnight. Tomorrow, I'll be back doing some work on the heat sets, what I can until it's safe to bake. Right now we're going through Arctic temperatures, so I can't safely bake right now. So that's why I'm working on my air dries in the meantime. So I will be back on live tomorrow between 1 and 1:30 New York City time. Thank you for watching.